And we live.
We're not live yet. Are we
Yes,
live?
we is.
Oh, we are?
No, we're not. It's 8
We're
o'clock.
live. We Live. Spell it. What is that?
Hello. Oh, you said spell it? Watch it.
They say live.
They say live, right?
Oh, my bad. Hi, people.
Right?
No, don't
Hello.
you neglected them now. Don't just fix it.
For you, 3, for you.
I'm with it today. Y'all just
I
get
need
ready.
some glasses, folks. I feel like I'm squinting.
You probably need some more context too, don't you? Context.
Talita, listen. We're not going to do this burst out laughing thing that we always do.
Okay, I'm going to really try hard. I got to get it
You
together.
already laughing, boy. She
I've
right.
been getting got up this morning, so I'm just gonna be myself. I'm sorry.
Where's Dana? Where's Miss Day?
Right? Or Snoopy Cliff Mellow. You know, we giving it a few minutes. We got a few folks in here.
Is
Give them a minute. Bartenders in the building. No, F the Raiders. Because they got their butt smashed again.
Ooh,
But
they
hey,
did. And I watched that game.
I'm just
Ooh.
being quiet. I'm just being quiet. Okay.
11 seconds left in the
YouTube is
game.
cracking.
Hey,
Right.
Betty Miller Henderson.
Right.
Mama's
Hey,
on.
Mama.
Boop, 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 boop.
Shoot, beat do.
Hey, Mama Betty.
See, there you go. There you go. I see the energy. I feel it. That's what's up. I dig it. So maybe I should just go ahead and jump right in and start acknowledging people, because one of my viewers said, bro, can you like speed it up a little bit? Because it's really moving slow. And I was like, well, what part do you want me to speed up? And he was like, I'm not sure. Really?
invite him on the show. and let's get him.
Hey, so let me start off with my guy, Bartender. I don't like him, but I love him. You know, he's a Raider fan. I don't understand why. But yeah, what up with you, man? Thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate you. Miss Bet, what up, Marcus? What up, man? I see you.
I got mine.
Hi, baby.
Let me do it like this. What up, Marcus? How you doing, man? Hey.
Hi.
Oh my goodness. Good evening to you, Miss Betty. Betty Miller Henderson is in the building, all the way from the YouTube world. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can get those notifications for the future. My guy's in the building. He's the coldest that I know. We call him Iceberg, but y'all can call him Fred. What up with you, Fred? Thank you for being here, bro. It's Mr. V-Rod Busy, but he just changed his name to G-Wing. G-Wing, congratulations to you, man. He just bought him a new Honda Gold Wing. We about to go some places. Matter of fact, here you go, Busy.
It's a nice ride.
Hey. Sit, watch your mouth. For what? For what? It's the Faders. Oh, anywho.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, Miss Betty says, hi, my loves. I hope that includes the rest of us. Yeah. It's my girl, the supermodel that she is. Sean Berry's in the building, y'all. Sean Berry's in the building. Good evening to you.
Berry.
All the way from Memphis, Tennessee. It's my sister. She says, hey, family. PK's in the building.
Hey.
Good evening to you.
I need that sweater.
I need that sweater
That she got.
that PK got.
Yeah,
That right here.
Yeah.
Macho Man, huh? Okay. Shoot, you do. We got Trey in the building. Trey, ain't this your Wednesday off? Anywho, Trey's in the building. Good evening to you. Thank you for being here. All the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Candace Eccles is in the building. Good evening to you, sis. Where my brother at? Is he night or is he up or on his way? Which one is
He's coming along.
I know. 3 hours difference and all that good stuff. 3 got drink. You got enough for everybody?
Right.
Oh, it's water. Oh, and you muted. We can't hear you.
Agua.
Okay. Not vodka in the tall glass.
No, I don't do vodka.
Right.
I have
No,
stories
she
about
don't do.
vodka.
She don't do vodka.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. Can we get some secrets? Because we don't do
Don't do
vodka.
vodka.
Oh boy.
Shoot,
No.
we do.
Boy, don't we have stories.
Right? Well, we missing a couple. I don't know where they are or if they're coming or what
Where
the
am I supposed
dealio
to-
is. Did I miss somebody? I think yeah, I don't know where they are. No Miss Day and Fuego. I think Fuego might be mad at me because I totally forgot her this morning in the video. But when she gets here, we'll make up for it. Berdina, good evening to you, Berdina. Thank you for being here as always. And for all you guys, thank you for being here. Let me introduce our panel thus far. Hopefully the last two will be here. I talked to Miss Day earlier and she was pumped up like the dude Devin was. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and introduce.
Why? Because this is the last one.
No,
It's the last one for the season, I guess. Or
I'm
he
in a good mood. That's
good
all.
mood. Is that like with the good knees or just the good mood?
Because he's doing poetry for the first one. He's excited about next seas's poetry.
Look, and he froze again. We're gonna have to get him new internet for the new season. New internet, because he like this. Good.
And now he switched like this.
Oh my God, what the Hades is going on? AZ's in the building, hard jaw. Sharonda, I see you, Sharonda. Good evening to you.
Silly.
So let me go ahead and introduce the grown folk them that are present and on time. I appreciate y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and start it like this. She is our executive producer. She does all things. She's the mom.
Look at her. Look at her.
She's the good girl.
That ain't water in that glass. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Give it
Right.
up
Ain't
for
water.
Miss Three.
Woo!
What's up, young
and
man?
Marcus. And Marcus. Ooh.
Ah.
How was you able to see, Marcus? How was you able to see?
Wow.
He said I wasn't.
Hilarious.
I'm
Funny.
What kind of night is this gonna be? I'm
It's
already
the last
feeling.
season.
Fantastical. Okay.
Fantasticals. Here we go. Here we go.
I can see y'all.
Testicles.
Right. He said fantasticals. Okay.
Fuego, fuego.
Fuego's in the
Wanna
building.
go play? Did you finish that hand?
Henny,
I
hen,
did,
hen.
and I'm glad I didn't get a DUI driving home because I was.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm just kidding.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Here we
You were
go.
swerving and hitting corners at the same time.
Right. They
No,
said
Oh, I
they
must say the ladies on top. The ladies
go.
are on top
The way
again.
So since she
y'all
just-
like it, the way y'all
since
like
she-
it.
Right.
Cowboy, cowgirl.
See what I mean, Telena? See what I mean? See?
Cowgirl.
Anywho, she just jumped in. I owe her
Fuego,
the
fuego.
biggest apology possible. This morning I did a live
Ah.
promo
Uh-oh.
and totally forgot Fuego.
Mm.
How did I do that? From the bottom of my heart, I humbly apologize. I apologize.
You're good.
to you. I'm good. You sure?
don't believe it.
Right. Can I get a
Right.
pinky
You
promise?
know, that
please?
sounds like a mad woman. You're good. I'm
She like,
fine.
yeah, you good? Whatever.
pinky promise.
You know how
That's
ladies
what
get. I'm fine.
Hey, I'm fine.
I'm
So-
fine.
From the south side of Arizona, y'all, give it up for Fuego. Fuego!
Miss Dave's trying to get in.
Miss Dave's
there
trying
go
to
Miss
get
Day.
in.
Okay, there we go.
guys.
Here we go. Okay,
Hello.
here we go.
There's my sis.
Hi, Miss Day.
And we seeing some faces up in here. That's what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, let me do it like this. Oh,
Oh, we
what
lost
the
her.
hell?
What?
She teasing us. Look at that crap right there. What? Anywho,
Tell her ring the doorbell.
ring the doorbell, right? So I'm gonna go ahead, and tap him in all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. Look, if you're looking
Tennessee.
for a hot date, y'all, you need somebody to go out with, and you can't find nobody, you might
Uh-oh.
want to call ChristianDingaling.com.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Boing. Boing.
Oh my God.
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody
Good
doing?
Hey, that part right there.
ChristianDingling.org.
.org. I'm sorry.
Dot-
Dingaling.org. Gee.
It's a non-profit. It's a non-profit.
Hey, if it's profit, somebody going to jail.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't with y'all.
There she is.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna put that right there. Yeah, no. Let me try to lean over there. There we go. All right, there we go.
He's back.
So since she's here, man, we ain't seen her in I don't know how long. She
Right.
is here
Look at
tonight,
that
y'all. Hold on.
smile.
Right? She just smiling. Oh, it was good.
It was
And on the
good.
other hand, it was Not so good. Miss Day is back in the building, y'all.
Hey,
That's my sister.
what's good?
Shoot, me too. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. From an undisclosed part of the parking lot. I'm not sure which part he's in, but he is definitely here. It's my little big brother, the man himself.
I'm calling from Cabo Verde. Really?
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
You get the finger. The middle.
Hey, you gave me the finger all the way from where?
Cabo Verde.
Oh my God, I hate you right now.
I'm calling from Cabo Verde in my little dirt bike. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me stop.
Shoot.
Oh
Anywho,
my goodness.
we got a good show and wow. We got a good show in store for us tonight.
I said it out loud. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did. I want to take this moment and acknowledge our special guest tonight. She is our special guest. I got a chance to see her on a live video that our executive producer shared with me last week. It was, yeah, brush your shoulders off, girl. She shared it and was like, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and close out the season with some positive, not that we've been negative, but some positivity for the future of us as grown-ups, the future of us as our, I was going to say our siblings, our children, our offsprings, as they are growing into their world. So without further ado, let me introduce to you our special guest, Miss Telena Mathews.
Hey, welcome.
Hey,
Thank you.
Hey.
Well, hello.
I don't know who's
coming with the energy.
Most,
I like
boy.
that.
Right. I don't know who's smiling the most, Miss Day or Miss Telena. Like,
Miss
she's
Day, what
smiling
happened?
as she got here.
Where'd she
Right.
go?
Miss Day, we need you.
She's on
There
break.
you
There
go.
She was in the break room.
You're muted, Miss Day. You're muted. You're
Got that
muted.
cup.
You're muted, Miss Day.
We
You're
can't
muted.
hear you.
Oh, yeah. Hit the button. Hit the button.
Hit the button, the like or subscribe button.
I was pouring our my last minute drink, our last show drink.
Okay.
Your last show drink. Oh,
Last
snap.
show drink.
Oh boy.
Let's pause for a minute to go get everybody a drink.
I already had mine.
Look,
Man.
why y'all do that?
There you go. You're good.
Look, tonight's episode brought to you by TMM Insurance Services. And I'm pretty sure y'all going, well, what is TMM or who is TMM? That is Miss Telena Mathews. I don't know what the M in the middle stands for.
Michelle.
There we go. Another Michelle, Mello. Another Michelle.
No, you know a million of them.
Here's another one.
There's
Michelle
another.
That didn't
Mathews.
sound good. That didn't sound good at all.
No,
I know a
this is
million
good.
of them.
She know a million.
Tagging up from the.
You want me to roll call?
Right.
Michelle Cheatham, Michelle Morris, Michelle Finnison.
Yeah, we
Michelle
don't need the
Mathews.
roll call, sir.
Michelle
We don't
Samuel.
need the roll call.
No.
We'll be here all night.
Thank you, Miss Day.
We're gonna bypass on the roll call. Is executive
Whatever.
producer?
We don't need more context. We don't need
Thank
more
you, Miss Day.
context.
You said it for me. Let's keep it moving.
So,
Time is money. Money is time.
got to pay the sponsors.
You gotta pay the sponsors.
You heard her.
So tonight, you guys, if you got a chance to watch my live promo this morning, I mentioned that we were going to talk about business optimizations. Business optimizations. Now, you know, I don't know much about history, don't know much about biology, but I do know that we need some money around here. Short-term money, long-term money, money for the future, money from the past. We need it. Tonight, Telena's going to bless us with just some education. She's not going to be here for the whole show to teach us anything about money, but she is going to give us a brief summation of what services she provides and what she wants to provide for our future. So, Telena, how you feel? You ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm going to put her on the spotlight, you know, and do it like this.
You gonna have that little man looking for her with the little magnifying glass?
Oh, you
Oh,
looking
oh,
beautiful.
you want you want him right here?
There he
Where
is. There he is.
where is Telena? Who is
I'm
There he
right.
is.
Telena?
I'm
Right
right here.
there it goes. So good evening to you, ma'am. Thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and get it started right.
All
So,
right.
what exactly is it that you do?
Well, goodness, what is it that I do? Well, actually, what I'm on the show to do, or what I wanted to talk about on the show, was really, it has more to do with our youth. So I'm really looking at working with young adults so that we can um, find a way to, we always talk about paying for college. That's one of the most expensive expenses that are coming up. We're always looking at how we're going to make these things happen. But God has given all of us gifts. And many of us have hobbies. And based on some of those hobbies, those are part of our gifts sometimes. So when we talk about college and children and how we start to, get them prepared for their next level or to get through college and pay for college. They have a lot of ideas and some of their hobbies can be monetized. And a lot of times parents don't know how. We're always trying to figure out ways to do that or how to get creative with paying for their college education. So we'll, of course, we do the regular stuff, look for grants and, if they qualify for any financial aid, that's all wonderful. But let's look at what we can do ourselves to actually prepare them for college so that by the time that comes around, it's not just paying for college. It's college, it's books, it's everything else that they need. And a lot of times that can happen just with the gifts and the talents that God has given them that we can monetize. But they need to know how. What's the roadmap? How do you get there? How do you know if they have a gift that they can monetize? And use that money to bank and prepare themselves to pay for their college education. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. So, as we were talking, I know you mentioned that, and maybe I should do it like this so they'll be like, oh, we don't see you, Onyx. Where you at? They'll say that in a heartbeat. As you were
Boy, ain't
mentioning,
nobody saying that. Ain't
oh,
nobody checking for you the oldest.
Hey,
wow.
Is that a humble brag?
No, look here. The girl who
So
sits right
full of themselves,
here.
right? So full of
What?
themselves.
I don't see you.
Where'd
What
you
did
go,
you
Miss
say?
Day?
Oh, there
There
she
she
goes.
is.
Ain't nobody checking for you, Otis. Really?
wow.
Wow.
You wish you could work in the way
That's for you talking about me talking like a man all them times.
So the future.
I'm sorry, Miss Telena.
That's okay,
I'm
Miss Day.
sorry.
Mm-mm. You good, girl.
The future.
Hey, Damon, I think you said hey.
That's my
She will
sister.
look up in the sky. Thank you, Miss Day. We appreciate you. Anywho, for the future, for our, I want to call them junior entrepreneurs. Would that be a good term to use?
That would be yes.
So I know that there are a lot of our youth, our children that they are doing some big things out there. Some of them anyway.
Yes.
They're doing way more than smoking weed. They are actually out here designing T-shirts and different clothing, if you will, clothing lines, shoes. What can we do to help them get to the next level?
Well, so there's a couple things, because when we talk about entrepreneurship, one of the things I had asked in the live I did was, what was the definition of an entrepreneur? Well, one of those, or portion of that definition has, speaks to the fact that the entrepreneur, he or she actually has the financial responsibility and takes the financial risk. Well, our children aren't quite there yet. So one of the things that us as parents, or we as parents, would have to do is provide them or be available or find the resources to fund the activities necessary to get them set up so that we can, again, get their businesses up and running and on track. So from a parent or parental standpoint, that's one piece. The other one is really just supporting them, helping them with their ideas, understanding what their ideas are, and not interjecting yours on top of theirs. Because a lot of times what we do is we're like, oh, that's a great idea. What about, we could, well, you don't want to do that. You want to allow them to organically grow, their thought process and give them that responsibility, so that they feel like, they built this thing themselves. Clearly, they know they haven't done it all on their own. However, it's really important. You don't want to stifle their voices. You don't want to take that away. What you want to do is encourage that. There's a lot of folks that are not us that typically, that's what they do all day. They're winning because their parents encouraged them to continue to go after, whether it's a dream or an idea or something they liked, excuse me, something that they like to do. They encourage them, they push them, they nurtured that. We don't always tend to do that. So what I'm saying is as parents, we need to provide that safe place. We need to provide the support. We need to provide the monetary assistance to allow them to, grow their vision, grow their dream, and put them in programs and put them in places where they can get the information and knowledge and the blueprint to be able to do that.
Right. Definitely a great thing. Have you been blessed with the opportunity to help any youth thus far get to the next level?
Yeah, I'm actually, maybe it doesn't seem fair, but my daughter is one that currently right now we are still in the process of launching her business. And when I say launching, I mean relaunching, because she launched it before. She is extremely creative and she has a jewelry line. It's all handcrafted jewelry. And, but, a lot of times we think real small. So I've helped her to rethink, this business strategy. Obviously, there needs to be a business plan. There needs to be certain things that have to happen, especially when people have a handcrafted product. They believe that they have to do it all themselves. So that's not the case. You are the designer, right? You're the person who creates the product, but you need to have the rest of the things in line. That means who is your manufacturer so you can scale. You'll never be able to scale without that. So again, it really kind of comes back to, what are the things that you actually have to have. So my daughter's business is one that is, I'm able to kind of look at and say, this is a successful situation. Beyond hers, most of the others have been people that I know that I've donated information and time and support to kind of help them grow. But if they're not ready, unfortunately, it will only reach a certain space and then it sort of begins to dwindle out. So, for me, I'm really looking at working with people who understand, you got to put the time in, you have to be committed, and you have to take it all the way. If you're not willing and ready to do that, then, my programs won't be for you, because, we want to, I'm looking to help you get to that next place, that next level, and grow your bank account. But that can't happen without your commitment and your dedication to, seeing this thing through.
Yeah. Congratulations to your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
When you get a chance, by all means, maybe even on this thread, you can post her information, the business, to draw some attention from us, because we always looking for that handcrafted goods, that
Mm-hmm.
unique. But you made a great point. We get so consumed with the handcrafted, if you will. I have to do everything when that is not necessarily the case.
Mm-hmm.
So shouts out to you and your daughter for that one. She's still smiling, y'all. She's still smiling. Grown folk, y'all sitting there mighty quiet. What y'all got to say?
You want us to talk over her?
Right.
I'm just saying.
We
I
got
was
to be
sitting there
respectful, so we taking it all in.
I don't know
Just
what's
saying.
wrong with it. What's wrong with
We're
it,
gonna
y'all?
listen
What's
to learn.
wrong with it?
So we're learning right now, and when your next question becomes available,
Maybe
and when you're ready for us to talk, we will add some information.
we're trying to
What's wrong
absorb
with it?
the.
Yes, tell them, Deb, dude, tell them
We're absorbing the information.
the content. We always say, give us content." We're
So
taking
she's
in the
giving it to
content.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, go.
So,
shall I say?
Telena,
Yes.
this is just me and you talking anyway.
Okay, sure.
Ooh, he shut us out. Okay.
Shoot, me too. I don't like you, or you. And you too.
You see,
I saw that, Fuego. I saw that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I love you guys.
Yes.
So is there an age bracket in which you desire to have in order to work with this group of youth? Or
Yeah, so for me right now, I am definitely focused on the youth. And so for me, youth, there's a lot of organizations out there, and they can go from, as young as 5 on up, right? I think right now, I'm really looking at the junior high to high schoolers. However, that doesn't really mean I'm leaving anyone out. If there's, those that are entering into college, junior college, whatever, those age ranges, for me, I'm probably looking at somewhere between the 13 to 19-ish. And the reason why I say that is because, if we're really trying to prepare or get them income or have, grow their bank accounts for college, we got to start a little bit earlier. However, there are some individuals that already have a really great idea as to what it is they want to do, or a product maybe they've been working on, or something like you mentioned, a clothing line or what have you. They just don't know what to do, how to get it there. So some of those things can happen actually a lot quicker, and therefore they can see money in their account a lot faster. So it really kind of depends on where they are with, their product. But for me, I think that 13 to 19 range, I'd like to focus on. Because it's not just about the product, it's also the life skills that they learn through this process. Having that blueprint really helps them to learn a lot about money, saving money, how to budget money, creating a business plan. I mean, these are all life skills, as well as something that can just really help them to drive income into their bank account to help them for their immediate future. But I said it again. So for me, that would be a great age range for me to start working with. But if there are individuals that are grown, 21 and up, that are looking to do the same thing, they just don't have a resource or don't have that same roadmap, don't know what to do, I'm here for them as well. I just really wanted to start focusing on, the young adults. That alleviates some pressure off of, parents, right? Because they're not always trying to figure out how to make this happen. Theresa and I've had this conversation about Marcus, who was, had a lemonade thing that he was doing. I mean, look at the young lady, I think it's Michaela Omer. She is the young lady that took her grandmother's recipe, her lemonade recipe with Bee Sweet Lemonade. Got an $11 million contract with Whole Foods, over 55 countries. I mean, come on.
Wow.
So this is not stuff that's far-fetched. That's lemonade. It's lemonade. So it's also what you tie it to, right? So like I explained to my daughter, it's not just what you're doing, it's why you're doing it. So if it's just about money, well, that's a easy come, easy go situation. But what else are you tying that back to? Like this young lady, she talks about the bees. We got to have more bees. We got to save the bees. What else are you attaching it to? What other nonprofit organizations? Who else are you going to help? What is the greater good that you're going after here? So it's not just staying so small. It's, you got to go beyond that. And like, is it Schoenberry? Yes, the lemonade is phenomenal. If you haven't tried it, you should go get it. Every bottle you purchase, it's not just money that comes back to her and her business, but it also goes to 3 other nonprofits that she's associated with. So again, I think all of that is critically important. So, you know, it's more than just about money. It's all the other things that are happening out here in this world right now, and if we're looking to make this place a better place, then there's other things that we have to definitely do. So, and it's our kids, so they're the ones that are going to get us there.
Right.
you know.
Shouts out to the young lady and her lemonade, because I remember doing lemonade stand. Hey, you want to buy some lemonade for 25 cents in the little Dixie cup? And that didn't sell too well. So shouts out to that young lady. A great example of, again, it don't necessarily have to be you that makes the product continuously. You started it out, you set the blueprint, and we go from there. So
yeah. I mean, it's like with anything, right? You have to have a plan. You have to have, I mean, the business plan or the blueprint. The blueprint is all of the steps, right? But the business plan is, so once you get here, what's the next thing? If you don't have that, then you'll get to this point and then you're looking around like, what do I do next? So you're just, I'm not really sure. You got to have a plan. You got to know what's the next thing for you. And then what goes beyond that and what's after that and what's right. So, like I said, even when with Teresa and I were talking about this with Marcus, whether it was lemonade or cooking, and these are all interests that our children have, and you never know that your particular recipe, hers for lemonade. I mean, there's thousands of lemonades out there, right? Thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. So it's still lemonade, right? So no, we're not reinventing the wheel. It's just, how do you get your product to market, right? How do you get it in front of the right people? And so that it can start, generating the buzz that it needs to grow, and you get in front of, Whole Foods is a really great establishment. If you have product like that, you can set up time with them or to interview with them or have them taste your product. They even have days where I don't want to give up all the secrets, but you can write to them and they have people come in and they do their samplings. I'm sure if you go to Whole Foods, you'll see sometimes you're in Whole Foods and they do these samplings. Well, these are just individuals who are trying to become partnered with Whole Foods, but you got to start somewhere. If they get a great result, from the test market there, Whole Foods is like, okay, yes, let's get that done. They sign a deal, and now here you are, you're in Whole Foods. So it's like, no one person is that special. You just got to get in front of the right people. But first of all, you got to get your product made. You have to have it, know how you're going to produce it. And then you got to get it to market. So got to have the idea too. Who has the idea?
Ta-da. Ta-da. Do anyone from the grown folk NIM have a question?
Why you whispering?
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to use my soft voice for Miss Day so that everything will be all good. Wow. Any questions from you guys?
You wait till our guests get off of here. You just wait.
She ain't going nowhere. She's sticking around. Well, look. If you guys don't have,
Devin has a question.
Devin has a question, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because I haven't even heard about about the lemonade, but it sounds strikingly like the little boy. I think he was like 8 or 9 with the bow ties. This was years.
Yes, the little boy with the bow ties. Same thing.
And he started making them and selling them, and that was the rest is history.
Well, okay, so when we talk about entrepreneurship, right? How many of you or your children, but really, how many of us, we sold candy at school? Like we bought candy.
Don't answer.
I did. Economics.
Okay. Right.
Oh, that was before Devin's time. I'm sorry. Economics.
But I'm not even talking about.
I had A economics.
But wait, I'm not even talking about the candy that the school is having you sell. I'm saying you go to
your own.
Right,
I'm talking
your
about
own candy.
That's
get the blow pops. I'm talking
That's
about
Marcus' side hustle. That's Marcus' side hustle sometimes.
Yeah.
When he needs a little cash, that's his side hustle.
But
he'll
that's
say, Mom, I need to go to Sam's Club to get the stuff.
Buy the
and
box,
I
right.
got chips
That's what my dad used to do.
Yeah.
But that's my point. All of that all comes back to our entrepreneurial mindset. We call it the hustle, right? Because that's what it is for us. It's the hustle. But when you put a plan to that hustle, right? This is a way for you to build a business. It's the same thing. It's just how you go about doing it. So you've got selling school candy at school. How many people, when well, it wasn't candy at school, it was, when you're on the blocks, you're going and hustling. I'm going to mow Mr. Johnson, Miss Brown's, and Miss Taylor's lawns. It's the same thing. Newspapers, it's all the same thing. It's just about how how you go about it. And today it's different. You can reach far more people. You don't have to go door to door in the same capacity, just like we're doing here on this platform, right? It's just a different time. So we have far more opportunity here. And like the young boy with the bow ties, or her with lemonade, or the other girl who made scarves. And I mean, there's thousands of stories out there. Hundreds of thousands of stories, right? So I'm saying, I'm speaking to the parents really, but I want to work with the kids. Like, let's nurture this within our children so that it alleviates some of the pressure off you. It builds their bank account. So if it's not just college, it's so they can buy a home. Look at the home prices today. Like, yes, you gotta, we're talking about working, but you're trying to start them with building their bank accounts now, not, after they've gone through college and now I need to get a job. No, we were all working early. I know I was 16, 15. We had
14.
jobs. We saved, right? Punching it. So every summer we had a job. We had a goal to save X amount of dollars. So it's that whole process, and in understanding, how do you save today? Because there's so many vehicles, the return on your investment. I mean, if you don't have these basic principles, or if you haven't been taught them, it becomes harder and harder as you get older to make sure that you're doing that stuff now. I'm just saying, if we can get this stuff done, if we can instill these values and mindsets in our children early on, then they're already going to be winning by the time, they get to 21 and officially become adults, right?
And so, I think one of the starting points, I know we've talked about this, but I think one of the starting points in having sessions for this age group is helping them identify the why. Like you said, they have to know their why, because for example, Marcus he did t-shirts, but then dropped that because he was like, I don't feel like doing that. But how to get them to stick to a passion, I think that's where I personally get stuck. Like, they got to know their why. And maybe that's the starting point, to having a session on what's your why, or what are you passionate about, like you said earlier. And I think that's the hard part, because so many youth want to put their fingers in everything, that they get lost in that passion of one thing. So right. I think my question is, how do we get them to really start to slow down and really look at what's that one thing I really want to dive deep into and try to understand?
But that's why you need to be a part of the workshop, because in the workshop, we go through that process, right? In that, we talk about the blueprint. One of the pieces in that blueprint is, when you're talking about your why, it's not just the why, but what do you think you're good at? Not, I can play ball and that's great. Awesome. But what else are you good at? Let's really explore. So you take that one thing, then you chop that down to the next level. Okay, so that was one. So why are you good at ball? If that's your thing, then let's keep going deeper to see what's the root of all of that. So because when you come down to the root of it, you'll find out what keeps them consistent here. What is it that drives them? What is it that they enjoy about it? What are they passionate about? And then once you understand that, then you can say, oh, okay, well, you were doing this, but why would you stop if this aligns with what you say you're really good at and what you enjoy doing? So if you can align those two things, or those things, at all, then hey, if it's t-shirts, then what does that stand for? If it was something that you mentioned, it's a mantra, it's something that some words like our the Batman shirt, or whatever it is. Like Christina has one that she puts on her shirts. On her shirts, be authentic. I was like, okay, that's nothing new, but that's important to her. So if that's important to her, then she puts that on everything. She has it on all kinds of tags. And so it's like, if that's what's important to you, then let's keep going with that. But you do have to find out, you got to connect with them. So the workshops have to be fun. It has to be exciting. It has to be something that pulls them in. But once they're there, it's really just understanding what are those things that are driving you. What are you passionate about? And they don't know that word passion is really our grown word, but we just, what do you really like to do?
You like,
Right?
yeah.
What do you really like to do? So you got to break it down to their level.
Bernardina, I think that's if I'm saying her name right. Just teaching them just good business sense. Bernardina, yeah. Just teaching them just good business sense, period.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, it's important not to focus on the money. I think Telena, she said that, because in this age, the Instagram age, when they show the money, but they don't show the process. That's what my son wants to be a graphic designer, and he started a small business, but it's a process you have to go to. When I manage artists, they wanted that money like that, but it's a process. You can't skip the process.
That's right.
Folk, no matter what business you start, you can't skip the process to get to money.
That's right.
And that's important for the kids, adults, everybody to remember that.
Everybody. Yes. That's correct.
Knowledge, man. Go ahead.
But we're in the day and age now, like, people want that instant gratification, right? Because it's what they see, like you just said or mentioned. It's what they see on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and blah blah blah. Everybody throwing up money. I got. Right. Okay, that's great, but you don't know how you got it, and you're not sharing the information and the knowledge. If you don't share it, how does anyone get there? And we understand that process too, but. Yes, the process is there for a reason. You got to know what the process is. You have to be taken through the process, handheld, whatever the case may be, but you cannot skip the process to get to the money. It just doesn't happen that way. I mean, there's probably maybe a 1% maybe that happens for, if there's 1%, but not the mass majority, but you can have it. You just got to go through the process. You have to. So that's my take.
Oh, great.
Hold on. I wanted to kind of piggyback off of that, because when you said the instant gratification, that the whole microwave society, does that hurt more than help with a young adult seeing all of this stuff on social media, the movies, TV shows? They see it and it's like boom, 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 boom. Is it harder to explain to them that it is a process, and and they're not showing the whole process, they're showing you the end result? Is it a little bit, sometimes could that be a little difficult to like explain to the mass majority of the youth? Because it's like, well, I hear what you're saying, old person, but the TV, the computer screen is showing that they got it right now. You're talking about waiting 2.5, 3, 4 years to get it, but they got it now. They might have hustled for 9 years to get it.
Exactly. Well, I think two things. For sure, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But at the same time, because we're still in the age that we're in, if I can go to the computer and say, okay, I got you, and Google that person, and you can Google that person and their information from between now and, I don't know, go 2 years before now or whatever that is, because you get history. You can see this is what you were doing at this time. That's not what you was doing now. So there was a process between in this window. There was a process. It didn't happen, overnight. It wasn't like they just blast on the scene. And so again, it works against us, but also in our favor, because you got access to all this information. So you can go back and see this isn't what they had last year. This isn't what they had 3 years from now, before now. So clearly something has had to happen over this time period to get them where they are today. And that's called the process. So, it does hurt a little bit though, because I've had similar discussions with my daughter, right? Yeah. Like, that's yeah, mom, but all I have, I'm like, yeah, try it. But that's the thing. Sometimes you have to let them see it. Like, you can try it. Doesn't mean that you're, that because you've tried it and it didn't actually work, it doesn't mean that I'm so right. It just means I'm just showing you This is exactly what we're talking about. That's why it's called teaching, right? We're teaching you in learning. You have to experience certain things. As you do, and you get the result, you move on. You learn from that result, and then you move on to the next thing. So you kind of have to just give it that grace, and let them see it. If they're not willing to take your advice. But again, this isn't I'm not forcing anyone to do anything. This has to be something you have a desire for. You have you want to be involved. And your parents' support will help you with that. But, it can be difficult for sure.
And it's interesting that you say that, because Adrian Jennings, I think we all get caught. How do we get our children to trust what we're saying to them? Because he posted, there it is. My mother has been working in baking industry for almost 30 years, and I wish I could have taken her advice seriously when I was younger. But now I'm working on a plan to improve financially, to improve my independence. But we don't listen. I remember not listening to anybody. When you're young, you don't think the adults are right. But they could have been setting us up for success. So how do we get these kids to listen to the advice?
You know how?
Well, I think
because
she said it. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, you know how? Because I'm not Adrian's mom.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the difference. See, it's harder when it's no different than my kids. I set them up. I could not have done a better job. I feel like couldn't have done a better job. Doesn't matter. I'm mommy though. But if Auntie 3 would have said it, or you know what I'm saying, Auntie 3, Auntie Kenya, someone else that's a different, they hear it differently. So, if I'm pulling these people together, I'm holding this forum with these young adults, they may be more apt to hear from me because they'll view me as the expert or the specialist or the person that they can trust, because mommy and daddy are mommy and daddy. It's different. Right. It is. I know it was different for me. I was probably of my brother and I listened more to my mom, but there's a whole bunch of stuff I didn't take her advice for either. Like, yeah, okay. You think you know, you don't know. And then you're like, oh, well, she really did know. So, I mean, but when you're not the parent, you hear it differently.
Or you hear it all at some point, because it's like you got the right message, but you're the wrong messenger. Because I like that analogy you use. Like, if I say it, okay, whatever. But if your auntie or your uncle them say it, then it's like, oh yeah, uncle said such and such. I just told you that. But yeah, go ahead, because you're getting it.
Right.
I don't care where you get it from. I don't get it.
Your first response is, for real? Are you kidding me?
Right.
I just told you that. But then you like this morning, but now you just heard it with new ears. Oh, okay, that's cool. But do that though. That's a great thing, because it's not
Hey, Cornell.
So, Telena, man, you said a mouthful, of course.
Sorry.
No apologies needed on that. We definitely got to help our children, or our youth. I don't want to keep calling them children, but they always gonna be our kids. But we got to help them get to the next level, because hell, I think a lot of us would be in better positions as adults now.
Absolutely.
If our parents would have invested in us like this. So thank you for sharing.
It's happening on the other side of that fence every day, all day, and we're mad because they're winning. And we, the collective we, don't seem to be. But this is part of the reason. Not all of us, but some feel that way. And I'm saying, but as a parent, I know it's important for me to support those dreams. It's important for us to support them. So
yeah. Shouts out to Cornell. Thank you for being here, man. Sorry for the delay of getting you in here, but my executive producer, she's on it, boy. I tell you, love it.
No French fries today. She on point.
Right. She on it. So look, you guys, if you guys
French fries. No, I'm not eating today.
You are a candidate. You have a young person, your child, you're youthful, young adult, wants to be an entrepreneur. I'm gonna post up Telena's number. You can give her a call. If not, you can type a message here on this this thread here. But this is her number: 323-379-9003. That's Telena Mathews. And if you are interested in becoming we're going to call it what it is, a junior entrepreneur, Telena is the one that you want to reach out to and get some education, because that's what she's here for. She's here to teach. So get that. I think, again, if we all had Miss Telena around when we were younger, man, I might be a thousandaire right now. You dig? I'm just saying, a thousandaire. You know what I mean? And not living paycheck to paycheck. That's just what's in my pocket. Just, you know, hey.
Here, girl, back here, but just because I got the money to do it. I don't care.
I'm just saying, man, for real. So, Telena, I thank you for being here. The door is always open to you. Please, you don't have to leave. You can stick around.
I'm sticking around. Sticking around.
Sean said it's not too late. You right about that, Sean.
It's not too late.
I'm working on that. Trust to believe. I'm gonna be a thousandaire up in here, like
You're gonna be 82. 82 and a thousandaire.
Okay. We can keep on dreaming as long as we can dream. We can make stuff happen.
That part right there. So
That's for sure.
Shouts out to our girl, y'all, our special guest, Telena Mathews. That part right there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shoot, me too. I'm gonna be a thousandaire.
Good info. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
So last week, Snoopy Cliff Mello wasn't here when I asked of my panel this, but he said, don't get scared.
As long as I don't have no music behind it, I'm good.
Okay.
I know how you be sneak dissing.
He be tripping.
I know.
Hey, look,
you
Mello.
be real police right now.
Hey, Mello, you can pick one. You want those thigh slaps that Tanya had, or do you want?
Wow.
The thigh
Which
slap.
one?
Wow.
You got which one you want?
You got
Which one?
Wow.
got
Really?
10
You gonna do me like that?
Never.
10
He
seconds.
be doing too much.
Never.
He be
That's my
doing too
brother.
much.
Hey, that's my. If nobody can do it, I can do it. Now y'all can't, but I can. Anywho, so I know you guys have been here for about 2-3 seasons now. A couple of y'all for sure. You've been riding with me, and I appreciate you. This is the last episode of season number 7, and you guys have been on here rocking with your bro, your boy, whatever you want to call me. You've been rocking with me for a good minute, and I humbly appreciate you, including Fuego.
I don't know why he included you like that, Fuego, but whatever.
Man, I'm so mad at myself. But anywho,
Rude. I cried all afternoon.
Wow. Wow.
Dang.
With her
Come
drink
on.
in her hand.
Look,
Right.
look, I got some tissue, and
Wow.
I got a shot of Hennessy for you. I promise you. How about
Okay.
that?
Okay.
All right. So she said, okay.
I guess that's
Okay,
a start, you know.
So here's what I asked of my panel, minus Mello, but I'm expected from him as well. You guys have been here. You have been here. And I'm pretty sure that the people really want to know who you are. Who are you? And why are you here? So, really, yeah. Who are you? So since she's been missing for a minute, and please don't take all day because we ain't got a whole lot of time. And Snoopy Cliff Mello gonna have to leave in a minute, and I don't want to miss him. So maybe what I'll do is start off with him first. Bam.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Wow.
Who are you? And why are you here? There you go.
Wow.
Shoot,
Well, I'm your brother, and you made me come. You said if you don't be on this channel, I'm not your friend anymore. I mean, what other choice do I have?
Threaten you with a fine.
Right? Damn it, boy.
No, I mean, what do you want to know?
I mean, just tell us a little bit
I done
about.
told a whole lot on here.
Well, yeah.
Mello, Snoopy, Clifton. You got 3 titles in your name. Let us know.
Tell us who you are. Like,
Oh,
who is
Lord have mercy.
Snoopy Cliff Mello? There we go.
Well, Cliff is the business me. for the most part. If I introduce myself as Clifton, most likely we doing business, and it was my first time meeting you, and we gonna go from there. Snoopy is childhood. If you calling me Snoopy, you know me, and if you better know me because you're gonna get checked real quick.
That part.
Because that's Snoopy. That's Snoopy. And Mello, that's the bike life. If you know me from Mello, you know I've been on the motorcycle set for 10 years plus. But all those are me. But depending on where you met me, you're gonna know me by one of those three names.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
But all three, you're gonna get the genuine me.
I love it.
Hey, we couldn't have got none of that. No.
Oh,
There it is.
That part.
You got it
All right. That's
and I say all that with love and healing energy.
there it is.
We
That's
love
right.
you too.
There it is.
And I don't even say Snoop. I say the whole Snoopy. I say Snoopy.
Right.
Exactly. You say Snoopy, yeah.
Hey, that's how you know, boy. Did somebody call my whole nickname? Ooh,
I know you. Yeah, if you call me Snoopy, I know you.
I know you know you.
Yeah.
All right. Moving right along. She's been here, been missing from here for a minute. Miss Day, you know, we always called her Dido on the other side of town.
See how he do? See how he do? See how he
doing tonight?
Don't do it, Miss Day. Don't do it.
Unmute your
get him.
Okay. Hold me back. Hold me back. Put a stick on his shoulder. Put a stick on his shoulder.
She took
a stick. Oh, stick. Okay.
Okay. I got a little something for y'all.
Oh, damn. With the dashiki on. Here we go. Shoot,
Are you the sister to the night?
So, you're right. Right. You feel me? So I thought you was gonna come with it too, but I see Orlando didn't let you in on, so whatever. Anyway. Miss Day is what they call me. Auntie to my little pumpkins that love me. Modern day hippie, my soul is carefree. I flow wherever the wind carries me. Mother of two angels God wanted to keep. So special, so precious to stay by his feet. Sister, daughter, part-time lover. So many layers of me to uncover. Stand next to me and my aura will get you high. Like Red Bull sprout wings and take flight. I'm a whole vibe that likes to stay fly. Miss Day with the RA, but this disease can't delay the journey to greatness that's already in play. Master teacher, naturalista, and a soul healer, God, child of God, and true believer. LA baby, born and raised, 213 to the end of my days. I'm transparent, ask me anything, and I won't lie. I'll be repping Drew Crew and Raiders.
Yeah.
Miss Day is what they call me.
Yes.
Yes. You got the best one of all.
I love it. I love it.
You can just skip me now. I'm not even finished.
Drew. That's Drew.
I have not even thought about this that you told us. So yeah, that's.
The best part for me was 213.
Right.
213.
Yeah, 213. 213. Everybody is 213.
213. Yeah, shouts out to you again, man. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. My pleasure.
I like that. You've been waiting for that, boy.
Oh yeah, she had that
in been writing on her days off from us. She been
right.
Oh no, my shit comes to me in between when I'm dreaming and am about to wake up. That's where my shit comes.
I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my
ish. My ish.
Boy.
And everything in that is true. Everything what I said is
Drew Crew.
Rue's in the building. Another Drew Crew from the 213. Right?
Hey,
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Well, After that, you guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a night because I didn't even prepare one like that.
I'm good.
But anywho,
Preparing, that's what
we do. Well, let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and do how about that guy right there?
Give it to us,
Devin,
Devin, you owe us.
Come on,
Devin.
Christian Dingling.org.
The man with the gems. The man with the
Come
gems.
on, that you owe us.
Christiandingling.org. Let's go.
Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it
So
flow.
I'm the dude, Devin. I'm here so I don't get fired.
On the day off, Craig.
I don't have any poetry prepared. So what I'm gonna do is just let my coming be a testimony to all y'all. Thanks for having me. I'm having a great time. I'm running out. The teleprompter went off.
The teleprompter went off.
Yeah.
You having technical difficulties?
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know what else to say. So yeah, that's what I got.
So how about this? How did it come to be that you became a part of Gentlemen After Dark?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah. You had an episode, and I think that episode was about. I feel like it was about mental health, and I watched it, and I think that was the first time I watched a full episode, and it hit so close to home, and I was like, "Bruh, this hit me like a ton of bricks." Like, if you ever have another show like that or something like that, I wouldn't mind being on there. And I think the next show you had, it was like a part 2 of that, and I was on there, and
I remember.
Like, y'all ain't got no more shows. I was up all day long.
I remember you sent me a very nice long inbox, and I was like, "What the hell? Who's this?" But your testimony, it just really hit. Like, man, what we talked about, I had no idea who it's going to reach. We just talking, and you gave your confessions of, man, that was me. What you talked about is what I had to deal with. And from there, I just began reaching out to the dude, Devin. At that time, he was just Devin. And it's like, man, I seen Devin was doing his own podcast, if you will. And it was cool, but it just, it just. So I just reached out, and here we are with the dude, Devin. I appreciate you, man.
The gem dropper.
The gem dropper, you right?
The gem dropper.
Right.
A couple of them, I be walking around with them. You know.
And Lolo says you still owe us from last season with the poetry.
You, Lolo.
Shoot, be due. Shoot, be due.
You know
Thank you, Lolo. He gonna start off the next season with that poem. But he ain't gonna get up.
I ain't
got 3 weeks to write it.
Is your name Yimmy Yao, or what they call you, brother to the night? Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Who? No.
Miss Day messed us up. You
Miss Day, right?
Man.
So let's go with
just ask
Miss Fuego.
Fuego. Fire. I need that as sound effect.
Fuego.
No, you do not.
She gonna pay that one. And we hear the jingling bracelet.
I'm just kidding. Sorry. I'm me. I don't know. I'm a fighter. I'm a survivor. I'm trying to still find out a lot of who just I am and what I want to be. But number one thing is I'm a mom and a grandmother, and those are 2 of the top things I take pride in and that I've put most of my life into. So everything else is just a bonus.
Right. Okay. So I'll ask you the same question. How did it come to be that you got on Gentlemen After Dark?
I think it was just you getting to know me and feeling like I could have some good input on your show, and then you helping me overcome my fears. It took me a while to share and open up a lot, but it took you to, you could do it, you could do it. You were really encouraging to me, and it's turned out to be a good thing.
Thank you. Thank you. Look at that.
Mostly peer pressure.
You said peer pressure.
I said mostly peer pressure by you.
Man, not the peer pressure.
Yeah, you better have the poem next time.
Oh my God.
No.
Peer pressure.
No, I'm just kidding. It was encouraging, and him just, saying, you can do it. You can do it. When I'm like, I don't think I can do it. You can do it.
You know what's so crazy?
I could do
Here
it.
you are. You could do it. You said it. Miss 3 said it. Like, I don't know. I mean,
I thought she
I don't
was
know
just
what to say.
Whatever.
Come on, don't even act like that.
Whatever.
Right.
You put drama on things. Stop
Wait,
it.
what did you say, Devin? You what?
I said I thought you was sleepy or something. I didn't know when you were quiet, in the beginning. I thought you were just, tired. I mean, because
me too, Devin. I was like, she's very quiet. She doesn't really say anything.
I do be tired a lot too, though.
Right. So,
I wasn't, yeah.
Shy or nervous or nothing. I just thought she was.
I was for one thing, I was learning some about you guys and listening to you guys, and so just being comfortable with all that.
Yeah.
Now she's real comfortable. As is 3.
Hey, Miss Day, maybe too comfortable.
Never that. Never that. We family.
Said, your voice, Onyx, is warm. You're warm. And people tend to warm. Your voice is warm. Huh?
No, I'm saying, who said that? Your voice is warm.
One of our viewers. Her name is Latrice, to be exact. Okay. She said, your voice is warm. People gravitate to that. And at the end of the day, people want to feel comfortable. And that's all that I've ever wanted people to be around me. Be who you are. Be comfortable. Because I want to be who I am with you. But I'm not always that way. I'm standoffish in the beginning until I have created, that chemistry where I know, okay, you cool. Look at 3 running, y'all.
She ran.
Get up out of here, right?
She next. That picture. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. 3.
She going to
I had to do something.
But ultimately, again, I'm grateful for you, Fuego, for being here, fighting through your fears, and just letting loose. Be who you are. As I would read your comments during the show, I was like, man, she got a lot to say. She needs to be a part of this show. And I just took that chance, and it took a little bit of persuasion. I don't know about that bully part y'all got me painted as, but persuasion. And now look at you right here, like, hey, Onyx, I'm in the building. What we doing?
Love you, Fuego.
Right?
We love you.
Thank you.
You be late like Miss Day.
Hey, so we got Miss 3. Now I got a special request for Miss 3.
Don't you post what Cornell put? Don't you?
I'm just gonna, do what Cornell asked me to do.
Guys, she can sing.
Oh, stop it!
I know.
Listen, I've heard her for centuries. I've been knowing her since we was in high school. Come on,
sing 3.
Get it done.
3 sing. Sing 3. 3 sing. 3 sing. 3 sing. 3 sing. Come on, 3.
Come on, let's go with it, 3.
Come on.
This is the last episode. Come on.
Girl, do it.
Say G.
You know the song.
I'm not doing it. No, it's especially that at Cornell's request.
You want me to help you?
You dirty Cornell.
You want me to help you?
Help her.
Sunrise.
Come on, go.
Who got the tambourine?
Come on.
She looking like she don't know the words to this song. That's all. So
come on.
She knows.
Come on.
You're the water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're the You ain't even gonna help me out. You gonna leave me hanging, boy. I tell you.
Oh, she ain't right.
Cornell said
Whatever.
Jesus is
I told
watching.
you she didn't know that song. You gotta let her sing her own song.
Cornell
Right?
said Jesus is watching.
Jesus is
Yeah.
watching. Creating
Oh,
me.
that must be the
A
one she
clean
knows.
heart.
a
Come on, get it.
clean heart. Come on, let's
Bang
go.
it on.
Come on.
No,
Jump
that's-
on in there.
What?
See, and
Woo.
here comes the
Okay,
shy
so
girl
listen.
right there.
Oh my
Yeah, so I
God.
did. This is too public.
So
Okay, everybody calm down. Everybody calm down.
Everybody calm down. So who am I?
Right.
So
You about to
know,
sing?
No, I'm not about to sing, Miss Day. You know, that's the 7:40. You get that at the 7:30 to 8 o'clock hour before the live.
Okay,
That's what
come
we
on.
do
We
for
waiting
now.
on you, ma'am.
But who am I? I'm TJO, and now you know. So now I'm gonna drop a few bars and watch me flow. No, I'm just kidding.
Here we
Miss
go.
Day,
Here we go.
Miss Day, I was on it, huh?
Lord,
Okay, I was on it.
what we dealing
You
with?
was on it. You was on it. Freestyle.
No,
Freestyle.
how I came
Do the
to
dance,
be
chair
in this
dance, chair to
show.
dance.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm known for. Hey,
Yeah, she's a chair dancer.
I'm a
Get
chair
it?
dancer.
Get
Now
it?
when I stand up,
She's a
I
chair
can't keep
dancer.
the beat for
Can't
nothing.
dance.
I'm a
Okay,
chair
got it.
dancer. I can get up. I'm like, you think I got moves in the chair? But anyway, Lolo, no, I'm not. No, Lolo.
Such a tease. Amen.
Stop procrastinating, girl.
What's
Let's
the
go.
amen for
Start
Mr.
stalling.
Orlando?
That's such a tease. I'm just agreeing. Amen.
Oh, you
You
agree?
stalling. You stalling.
Okay, so I'm
Should
not
be
trying
right,
to
damn it. Should be
Shoot,
do.
be do.
now,
Should be do.
should be do. Liars and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
Okay, let's
No,
go.
but really, how I came to come on this show, I think I was a guest one time, and I stayed on, but I didn't have a lot to say. I was just trying to feel it out, and then something happened. I don't know what happened, and then ever since something happened, you would think we have all met in person, but the only person I physically know is but you would think we go out or we have dinner together. That's how much we gel together so much.
You do
But
know
yeah.
Snoopy Cliff Mello.
And I know Snoopy Cliff Mello, yes. But that's how it came about. Make sure I clarify who I know.
Shoot, be do.
Should be do.
Right.
So that's how it came about. And then it just felt good being here amongst people and being in a safe place where literally, like it says, where grown people can talk and not feel judged, but you can just say what you want to say. So that's how I came about to be on this show. So I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, I'm a best friend, what else am I? I'm an educator. So yeah,
Producer.
that's who I am. Oh, and now producer.
Right?
That's what changed it when she got the executive producer.
That's
Right.
what changed it. Yeah, had to shut
She
some of this
keeps
stuff
it in
down.
line, baby.
Right
She
in
keeps
your
it
role.
in
That's
line.
The sad part
That's
is
right.
she didn't even interview for the job. She just walked in and said, I'm the executive producer.
She took it.
I love it. I love it.
You appointed me the executive director because I was calling out. Let's keep it clear.
Yeah.
Because I was calling out the comments, and I would say, "Oh wait, catch that comment right there,"
Yeah.
and that's
right.
when you named
It
me
did
the
happen.
executive producer.
Right.
But,
But you
Right.
still walk in
Yes,
like she
yes,
like
yes.
everybody, hey, loud, chill out. Like y'all better listen to
I
her.
still think it was self-appointed, but I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it.
That part.
This how the show gonna go. Start doing this. All right.
She's an Aries. She's self-appointed. Trust.
She was keeping us in line. She was
Look.
keeping us in line.
and
Either
a
way,
singer.
she's proved herself worthy. So
True
The
that.
singer is
We
a
love her.
in their friend group.
That part.
So yeah,
Cornell, I'm gonna catch her in the backdrop in our private sessions and get that song
We're
up
gonna
out of
get
her.
that song
Okay.
out of her, boy. We're gonna get it. That's Miss 3, y'all.
Yay!
So I appreciate you guys as always.
Oh, did you see PK's comment? Oh,
I'm here to support. I absolutely love my big bro who ain't never switched up on me. You dig? And then he got a nice piece of
eye candy. on the show too.
Oh, thank you, PK.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Stand down.
Damn,
you were
turn up
talking
your camera. Turn up
about
your
him.
camera, dude.
Like, you
you
were
talking
talking
about
about
this
him.
eye candy?
I thought you were talking about me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about him.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my
better
God.
grow some kisses out there.
My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Right?
Oh,
So,
that's so sweet, PK.
Look,
To your
I'm
boo.
sorry. After PK's comment, all the stocks on christiandingaling.org just went down.
Blew up.
The market.
look,
They blew up. They blew up. Sure. You know, once a lady desires something, other women want to desire it too.
Okay,
Them stocks
well,
is
say
going
something
up.
then.
Tell it,
There we
PK.
go.
ain't no telephone like that. We got one phone, it rang once, and they I got
Them stocks is going up.
Yeah. I was thinking the
sure.
same thing this day. I was thinking the
Oh,
same
God.
thing.
That's
Y'all
too funny.
crazy. You know that?
Oh my
So
God.
look, you guys,
some
I know that
follow-
we have had an opportunity to talk about business for our entrepreneurs, our junior entrepreneurs, the future. We've had a chance to get some laughs in and, just reflect on who we are, why we here. I'm not one for the New Year's resolutions and none of that stuff. But 2023 is coming. We will be back on January 4th, I believe that is, first Wednesday in January of 2023. However, with the laughs, there often is pain hidden behind laughter. So I just wanted to take a moment, you guys, in remembrance of DJ Steven Twitch. Life is short, you guys. It really is. Mental wealth is important. It's critical. We've had this conversation before. Unfortunately, this young man, 40 years of age, it is believed that he took his own life. Today, I've read several posts, reaching out to people. Hey, if you need some help, call the suicide hotline crisis, blah, 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 blah. Call me up if you need. I embrace that. However, at the same time,
It don't work like that.
it don't work like that, you guys. It don't work like that.
Nope.
People who want help are going to be the ones that reach out to you if that's what they want to do. People who don't want help do what they do. And I'm sorry for giving that live and direct message, but sometimes we are our own worst enemy.
Yeah.
We hide behind a lot of pain, or hide a lot of pain behind smiles and laughters and blah, blah, blah. And we pretend that we are happy, where deep down inside, we are not. I encourage each of you, myself included, to address your inner issues, your inner demons, your inner whatever it is, frustrations. A lot of us hold stuff, we hold it real tight. We don't let go, and it just keeps compounding to the point where we either explode or we implode, one or the other. I hate to be the bearer of sad news, to wrap up the show, but it's something to think about. If you are hurting, find a way to let the hurt go. And that's not to say that that's what this young man was going through, because no one knows. I watched some of his TikToks dancing with his children, his wife, the whole 9 yards. For them to find him in a hotel room with a self-inflicted gunshot, however that went. That's unfortunate. But may his soul rest peacefully May his mind rest peacefully. Whatever it was that was haunting him, he did what he felt was best for him. We can't be selfish, and I'm not one trying to promote that action. But at the same time, I've come to understand I lost a friend who did the same thing. The only difference was the location where it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So be the healing energy that somebody may need. Make it easy for people to talk, if at all possible. Sometimes we so consumed with what we got to say that we ain't listening to what somebody else has to say, because everybody has a story. Everybody's story is a testimony to the next person, mine's included. I just found some different things, not to throw me again in the forefront, but when I was going through the dark times of my life, I found something to grab a hold on to help me get over. It was a simple little picture that included my daughter. That was my stronghold. I held on to that. And then from that, I grabbed on to singing. And then from that, I grabbed on to a couple of friends that I really knew I could count on. We have to do that. Trust the process. Trust the process. So those are my words to end us this evening, unless you guys have something different to say. Cornell says, share the love God gave you, because the person next to you might need the love only you can give them. We all have a special gift of love. Wrap it up and give it away. Thank you, Cornell.
I say.
Latrice, there's Latrice. There's that warm voice, Latrice. That part right there. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you for always being here. So let's just be, let's keep that in mind, you guys. Let's be conscious of this.
Yep.
It's a lot going on. Some of us have a lot of time behind us than we do in front of us. So let's just be a source of encouragement. For those of you who are battling, fighting hard, through your own personal ailments, physical ailments, mental ailments, my heart goes to you. My love is out there for you. Just keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Yep.
Keep fighting. There's no perfect no one here. But don't stop fighting, because sooner or later you're going to get through to the other side of what you're going through. So
that's right. Absolutely.
If I don't tell y'all enough, I'm going to tell you right now. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hey, and even the new, I love you too. I love you guys, man. And I don't want to hear that for any of my friends, but I also don't want to be that person either. I want to see some grandbabies come. I want to be pawpaw at one time.
That's right.
But we got to find a reason to hold on. So Sean says, the voice you have to quit is the voice you have to
quiet.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Quiet. Okay. Is the one you hear when you're alone. I'm not even going to read no more. I'm going to stop right there, because that's the one.
Yep.
When you're by yourself, when there is no one else there. So find a way to quiet that voice, whatever it may be. That's our time, you guys. Unless
that ain't our time. He think he's slick, because he ain't even told us who he is. I knew he was going to do that to wrap up this night before I was waiting. Because I know him. I know him. Not Orlando. I know him, Sean.
He did.
Come on.
He did. He said, I'm the one with the smooth voice.
Thank you. I knew he was going to do it. I was waiting.
Man, I mean, we all know who shot JR. So
now, how are we going to do that? How about this? I'll start the show next season. How about that?
There you go. Okay. Okay.
Boom.
Along with Devin's poem.
Whoa!
Along with Devin's
And
poem.
Teresa's song. Devin's
Miss Three
poem
gonna
and
put
Teresa's
y'all on
song.
timeout for 2 minutes.
We kind of getting ahead of ourselves, y'all. I think
We
we
get
need to dial it back.
oh, shoot.
Hey, it's
This day?
talent show. First episode, talent show.
Talent show.
Whoa.
Fuego, what
Miss
you gonna do?
Three
Fuego, why you a
Miss Three singing.
Fuego, what you gonna
Devin's
do?
poem.
I'm gonna be.
Lando, who is he? We got all kind of stuff.
All right, hold on,
I'm
y'all.
gonna
Nigga,
Hold
you
on.
wanna join our
Backup
talent
dancer.
show?
I'm gonna be your backup dancer, Miss Three.
I don't know. We both had the shimmies.
Wait a minute now. What's going? Did I miss something?
Talent show. Telena, would you like to come to our talent show? Get a talent.
Wait
Oh,
a second.
you got a lot of talent.
I got some talents. No.
Pick one.
Devin, you could do your poem, or you could do stand up.
Listen, how about this?
We got
We'll
a lot,
talk about
but we gonna be
that
on.
right after I hit the end broadcast button.
Okay, we'll stay on. Okay.
Right. But in the meantime,
And in
you guys
between time.
have a safe holiday. That's your Christmas, that's your
Yeah.
New Year's, because we won't be back until January 4th, I believe that is, first Wednesday in 2023. Enjoy your time. We taking the next 2 weeks off, and then we'll be back with season number 8. So
PK
from the
has a
desert to the
request.
sea.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, neighbors.
Happy holidays.
We'll see you in
Happy
on the other
holidays.
side. I ain't with it. I ain't with it, Snoop. I ain't part of that.